Okay, now that you have the software installed and the system linked to it, let's learn how to use it. If you expand the software, you can see in the corner of each window there are a myriad of different options here. If you click on the first option of the camera, that'll take a screenshot of what's currently being seen, and it'll save it to your computer. The next icon is the movie reel. This is how you would make a clip if there's something that you want to back up as you see it live. So you click on the reel once to start recording, and you click on the reel again to end the recording, and then once again that will show up in the lower right here, and you can click on that and it'll take you to the folder where that information is contained. The other options here are for the PTZ panel. So if you have a PTZ like this one here, we can click on that and that'll bring you to the PTZ controls, where we can then move the camera or zoom it in and out as needed. The square is to stop the video. If for some reason you don't want to view this camera on the monitor currently, you can stop it. To start it again, take the camera and drag it back into the window from the left-hand side. Then we've also got the magnifying glass here, which is a digital zoom. Now that's a little different than the optical zoom the PTZ has. If we zoom in with the PTZ, it'll retain focus as we zoom in. If we use the digital zoom, the further that we zoom in, the less in focus it gets. So if we use the digital zoom, we can click on that and then draw a box, and it'll zoom into that box. But the more we zoom in, the more pixelated and blurry it gets. If you don't want to zoom in anymore, just click on the magnifying glass to turn it off. The next option is just a color palette. So you can adjust, the color intensity, the yellows, the darks, and the reds. And if the cameras have audio, the last icon will turn the sound on from the cameras and let you hear what they're picking up through their microphones. And some of these icons are located on the bottom as well. We can do a full screen if you don't want the border around it. Or we can change the layout here all the way up to 128 cameras if you have that many. Or if they're full screen, you can switch between one and the other. So if we double click one and switch to the next screen, we can cycle through them that way. And the auto switch will just go through on its own and switch from screen to screen. So we can set it for 20, 40, a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And it'll just switch, every 40 seconds to the next screen. And there's also an audio option here as well. Then the other capabilities that this system has is going to be playback to view any recorded files that are already on here. So if we go to Control Panel and Remote Playback, we start at the top on the left-hand side and work our way down. With most computers, it's best to stick with one camera at a time. To do especially 4K cameras would take up a lot of processing power on the computer and they'll start to stutter. So we just want to put a check mark next to the first camera we want to search for. We want to select the main stream, which is the better looking of the streams. And then select whether it's continuous or motion or all. And then the days on the calendar here with the red tab in the lower right are days that have recordings on them. So we'll select a day here and then we'll hit search at the bottom and it'll fill the day with a green bar going all the way across for continuous recordings. And it'll put a little yellow mark wherever the camera sees motion. And to start playing the files, just hit the play button. We're going to full screen it first. Just hit the play button. And then you can click anywhere on this bar. So if we wanted to play at 12:56 in the morning, we would click right there on 12:56. Or if we wanted to play it at 7 in the morning, we would play it here at 7 in the morning. And the further you click on it, the time is going to change as well. So it starts at midnight on the left and goes to midnight on the right. And clicking on the bar will play it under the specific time that's shown in red. You have the same options as you did on the live view. The zoom, the snapshot capture, the video clip transfer, the sound options so you can hear the mic on the camera on playback. So if there's recorded footage with audio that you need to obtain, you can hear it that way. Then you also have an additional option here for download. This is how you would download a full segment instead of just a clip. So you can, download a whole day here. So you go to download by date, and you can specify, if you wanted to do the full day, we would go from 0 till the last recording, which was at 11:30. If there are recordings past that, then it'll do that, but we don't have any recordings past 11:30. So it shows how much that's going to take up, and it's 435 individual write-it files for that day. So that would take quite a long time to download, but if you do need to back up a whole day, that's going to be the best way to do it.